Morning, but dangerously hot weather is moving in. We'll have that steamy forecast coming up. WMBD News at 6 starts now.
We must be careful about what we say so that we don't pour more fuel on the fire.
Coming together as one. Details on a meeting between local religious leaders and lawmakers hoping to avoid a community divided.
Plus, you may want to catch them all, but should you be able to go anywhere you want? A local cemetery says no.
The welcome that we have received in this town is amazing.
And spotlighting Peoria, we take you behind the scenes of an upcoming national feature. But first, deadly police shootings and violence have more people turning to the church.
Religious and government leaders came together today to discuss these issues, and they provided answers to those they serve. WMBD's Shane Gustafson joins us now more with this exclusive story. Shane?
Well, Paul and Marvis, the church is playing a big role in comforting people during these violent times, forcing lawmakers to have a discussion and tell clergy how the state is helping them. A meeting of Central Illinois' political and religious leaders is shedding light on powerful topics.
We've always been those persons that our communities look to be a guiding force.
Wednesday's meeting at the Carver Center, originally scheduled to discuss state funding, quickly took a different course, shifting to violence in the nation, especially involving police, like the ambushes in Dallas and Baton Rouge.
Certainly the time is now for us to step up, to speak out, and to take our position on the wall in our communities.
State Representative Jahan Gordon Booth and State Senator Dave Kaler heard from church leaders about what they're hearing from their congregations in response to the violence.
People typically turn to their spiritual leaders in times of difficulty, and so there's a lot of fatigue that we experience here in Illinois.
Responding with what Illinois lawmakers are doing in Springfield to help keep the violence out of the state. They say body camera legislation is moving through Springfield, even though things like a state budget are in limbo.
I think it's important to talk about the steps that we have already taken as a state to create more transparency, to create more accountability on both sides of the issue.
We must be careful about what we say so that we don't pour more fuel on the fire and further incite the violence that's going on.
Church leaders say these problems go beyond laws.
There's no one way, no cookie cutter approach, but in our daily lives, and most importantly, I dare say by example.
Some religious leaders are also asking for more mental illness screening. Both Gordon Booth and Kaler say they're hoping to take the ideas from today's meeting back to Springfield. Paul?
All right, thanks, Shane. It should be easier to follow what's happening in Springfield. State Comptroller Leslie Munger introduced a website called Open Book. It combines information from local election commissions, state contracts, and political contributors into a searchable database. It allows anyone to track money given to political campaigns and see if they or their business holds a state contract. Comptroller Munger says state budget problems were one of the reasons her office started this transparency project.
Just this continual kicking the can down the road, waiting to get till the next election, it's not a solution. It's really hurting the state. So I hope we don't continue this any longer.
Munger says Illinois is the first state in the nation to provide this information to you in an easily searchable way. The site will be updated quarterly.
Some emergency management agencies may have an easier time preparing for a disaster. Grants for more than $115,000 are headed to McLean, Peoria, and Tazewell counties this year. The city of Peoria will also get $28,000. The annual grant reimburses 50% of agency spending from last year. It also helps pay bills and maintain emergency equipment. The agencies say without the grants, they might have to make big cuts.
With the state of Illinois and how their budgeting's going, we just kind of never know. We're always hopeful that we're going to get the funds every year, and it came through again.
LaSalle County will also see funding headed its way. Grant money is awarded to each agency based on the population of each district and the amount of money they spend annually.
For the first time, Heartland Community College should be able to close a year without a deficit.
Just helps us better in terms of our scoring with our credit agencies, and just our financial statements are going to look better.
The school board told members last night the recent stopgap budget helped close a nearly $1 million hole left by the state budget crisis. Heartland is planning for its 2017 budget with only half a year of funding guaranteed. School is obligated to present a final budget proposal to the board by September.
Another story from our Twin Cities newsroom. East Lawn Memorial Cemetery in Bloomington is asking Pokemon Go players to stay away. The cemetery is considered a hot spot in the game, but officials want players to stay off the grounds, saying cemeteries are supposed to be quiet and serene places that serve as a final resting place for people to honor their loved ones. They have asked the hot spot be removed by the company, but nothing has happened just yet. Well, next at 6, a live report of exclusive coverage from the Republican National Convention. But first, let's check in with Chris Yates. Sounds like it's getting thick and steamy out there, Chris.
Yeah, Morris, some dangerously hot temperatures are working their way into central Illinois, and our chances of rain are moving out. But hot, hot, hot. We'll let you know how hot it's going to get over the next couple of days, coming up in your full forecast next.
Come down, the Ford savings go up. It's under construction reduction all month long at Uptrend Ford. And while we'll be moving into our redesigned dealership, we need to move out the 2016 Fords. We're tearing down the walls, but our doors are staying open to save you more. All month long at Uptrend Ford in East Peoria.
Large corporate nursing homes make millions of dollars each year. Your mom and dad pay for it.
Our firm, Parker & Parker, handles cases of nursing home neglect, and other firms can't.
And at Parker & Parker, we work with you personally. If you have questions about what happened in a nursing home, please give us a call.
At Parker & Parker, we listen.
At KBL Design Center, you'll get more and pay less with KBL's 20% store-wide sale on decorative items. Artwork, furniture, lighting, ceiling fans, patio furniture, and so much more. KBL Design Center, Peoria and Normal.
Enjoy cool breezes through a chamber door from Menards. The Century Split View Storm and Screen Door has a view and vent roll-up screen and durable aluminum frame. In white, only $229, or in 6 special order colors, just $239. Protect your blacktop with SealBest. SealBest 400 sealer and filler is polymer modified and provides enhanced UV protection. Plus, it goes on with no harsh odor. Only $16.98 now during the Priced Right sale at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Coverage of the Republican National Convention, brought to you locally by AccuQuest Hearing Centers.
Find new roads to Ray Dennison Chevrolet in Pekin and save thousands during their huge summer sell-down. Right now, save over $3,000 on the all-new redesigned 2016 Chevy Cruze, now just $15,993. Save $10,000 on a luxurious 2016 Chevy Impala LTZ, or save $12,000 on a Chevy Silverado LT Crew Cab and $12,000 on a Chevy Tahoe LTZ. The red-hot summer deals just got hotter at Central Illinois' #1 Chevy dealer, Ray Dennison Chevrolet in Pekin.
Now, your local weather authority, WMBD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Welcome back. It's been a warm day all across central Illinois. Here's the current view from our Sundown Roofing Skycam in Uptown Normal. A few clouds, but overall not pleasant if you're looking out. From the inside, it's 85 degrees, feels more like 92, so still comfortable, but it's going to get much hotter as we go through tomorrow, Friday, and even continues on Saturday, and possibly for some, even into Sunday. But here's the current temperatures all across central Illinois. Lower to mid to 80s ongoing, 86 degrees in Lake, same story in Pontiac. Galesburg is in the lower to mid 80s at 84. Macomb 84 degrees as well. But a little sneak peek at what is heading our way. 93 currently in Des Moines. How about the triple digit heat in Pierre, South Dakota? 108 degrees currently. Grand Island, Nebraska sitting at 96. And Wichita, whew, steamy, 98 degrees currently. High pressure's the culprit for the heat, and it's going to begin to wobble its way and wiggle its way a little further east over the next couple of days. And with that high pressure system, it's going to divert any chance of showers and thunderstorms well to our north as this ridge amplifies over the next 2 to 3 days. So here's a look at feature track as we go through this evening. Skies just partly cloudy to mostly clear. It'll remain warm tonight with temperatures only falling into the mid-70s through early tomorrow morning. 76 in Peoria, same to be said in Galesburg. Bloomington, right around 75 degrees. And then for tomorrow, we'll see a few passing clouds. It'll look like a great day, but it is going to be very hot out there as high temperatures finally look to climb back into the 90s. 93 in Peoria, 92 in Lakin, but with the moisture that we have in place, your heat index values are going to be an issue and generally range from 105 to 110 degrees. Now, there could certainly be some areas that are pushing 115 degree heat index values by tomorrow late afternoon and early evening, and it's no joke. It could be very dangerous out there. So this is the excessive heat warning that remains in effect for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but also of an interesting fact, these are the highest heat index values we've seen since June 29th through July 1st, 2012. So it has been a while since we've seen heat index values like this, and this is no joke. Heat, on average, is the #1 cause of weather-related fatalities in the U.S., more than we see on average by flooding, lightning, tornadoes, and hurricanes. Now in your extended forecast, not much relief in sight, especially through the start of the weekend. Temperatures holding in the 90s. Scattered showers and thunderstorms on Sunday will maybe act to cool us off a little bit, but those temperatures are going to bounce right back into the 80s on Monday and Tuesday, with hopefully some lighter and lower heat index values. All right, well, tonight meteorologist Brooke Brighton is live in the Weather Center with some tips to keep you safe in this steamy weather, and she continues our team weather coverage tonight. Brooke?
Yes, Chris, temperatures are heating up, and it's going to be stifling for the next few days in central Illinois. Doctors are reminding people to beat the heat by staying hydrated, staying indoors, and staying in air conditioning. If you don't have AC in your home, find a place to go during the hottest hours of the day, between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Doctors say clear liquids are best, and if you're sweating or working out, swap in Gatorade or Pedialyte. People who become dehydrated may get heat stroke and need to head to the emergency room.
If you're a little older, a little bit, younger children particularly, by the time you realize that maybe you're a little bit behind in regard to your hydration, it might be a little bit too late, where you actually might need an intervention in the emergency department like fluids or medicine for nausea, things like that.
The Peoria Police Department lobby and fire departments will be open as cooling centers. For a list of other places to beat the heat, head to our website, ciproud.com. In other news, health officials in Peoria County say West Nile virus is in the area, and they're advising you to take preventative measures. The health department says that one mosquito sample has tested positive for West Nile. It's the first positive batch in the area this year. Officials have set traps throughout the county to watch for breeding areas, then tested them. They also want to warn not to touch dead birds, as they could carry the virus. You should also reduce standing water and wear mosquito repellent with DEET. You can find more tips to stay safe at ciproud.com. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Brooke. Well, as things heat up in the race for the White House, we are continuing to follow the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we're sharing more exclusive coverage from our own Sabrina Ahmed.
From politicians and delegates to reality TV stars, she's running into everyone at the convention. Who did you see today, Sabrina?
Famous faces galore is right. So I'm here at the Quicken Loans Arena for the Republican National Convention. Everyone is kind of starting to filter in as the events really get underway at 7:30 Eastern Time tonight. So coming up here in just about 15 minutes. Now, among the sea of faces, we will see lots of famous people. One of those happened to steal the hearts of Americans when he was on The Bachelor. Of course, I'm talking about Chris Soules. And now he's going on taking a bit of a different route. He is trying to talk to people all across the aisle in order to do so. Take a look. You may remember this Chris Soules trying to find love on reality TV. But now Chris Soules is using his stardom to promote something even closer to the hearts of Midwesterners, and that's ethanol and the renewable fuel standard.
And we're working towards energy independence and helping candidates be aware that how important the RFS, the renewable fuel standard, is to the state of Iowa and all of the Midwest.
He's with the bipartisan group Growth Energy, and he's here to make sure Donald Trump sticks to his word on the RFS.
So far, Donald has been very supportive of the RFS and all of agriculture, so we're excited to that he has that position, and our job is to continue to make sure that he backs that up throughout the entire campaign.
But not a lot of specifics have come from the Trump campaign regarding ethanol or anything for that matter.
Those are things that we'll work on with him as we go forward, and as the campaign moves on, those are things that we'll press him on to find out where he truly stands.
But Trump's Iowa State Director says that's not the point. We will see more policy in the future, and Eric Branstad knows exactly what is important to the Republican nominee.
Has spent time with farmers and ethanol producers and all kinds of manufacturing businesses. He spent the time talking to those professionals. That's who he cares about, is keeping those jobs in Iowa and keeping those jobs in the United States.
service. Crystals wanted to stress that he is not endorsing any candidate. He'll actually be at the Democratic National Convention next week in Philadelphia. Of course, I'll be there as well, covering it for everyone back at home. But he says that whether it is Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton who make it to the White House, he just wants to make sure that they are a champion of ethanol. Reporting for your local election headquarters, I'm Sabrina Ahmed.
All right, thanks so much, Sabrina. A story that's making us Peoria proud is still ahead. We go behind the scenes of a new national feature of the River City.
Life is full of adventure. Whether you're experiencing adventures in your own backyard or you're finding new adventures in far-off places, trust Gailey to make sure you're experiencing all the beauty life has to offer with clear vision. Answer the call as life invites you to enjoy yet another adventure. Whether you need new glasses and contacts, cataract surgery, or LASIK, Gailey can light the way to new trails ahead. For a location near you, visit GaileyEyeClinic.com. They're the only eyes you'll ever have. Trust Gailey to make sure they last a lifetime.
In our industry, there are a lot of big promises made, but not always kept. You deserve an agent that'll get the job done. Hi, I'm Denny Reichert. I have decades of experience building and selling homes right here in Central Illinois. Whether you are buying or selling a home, it can be one of the most stressful times in your life. That's why when I'm working for you, you get me, my knowledge and experience. I will personally be there every step of the way. That's the Reichert team difference. Give me a call today and let my experience work for you.
Luxury treatment for all priced homes with Realtor Mary Halliday.
Summer is on sale with everything you need for summer fun at The Great Escape. Make a splash with savings on our hottest pool packages. High quality, low maintenance, and installed in your backyard. Create the best room in your house outside with the area's largest selection of outdoor furniture. Sectionals, dining collections, fire tables with unlimited colors and styles to choose from. Add to the family fun with a new play set, basketball hoop, or trampoline. Only at The Great Escape.
Every day, shop The Great Escape.
Frontier gives you a 2-year price guarantee on internet. And now for a limited time, you'll also get a $200 Amazon.com gift card when you switch to Frontier. It's just another reason to love the provider that also gives you a free Wi-Fi modem. The choice is easy. Get Frontier high-speed internet now for $19.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 2-year agreement. Plus, get a $200 Amazon.com gift card. What are you waiting for? This offer won't last. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
You're watching WMBD News at 6.
Peoria Public Schools feels like it hit the jackpot this week, scoring thousands of dollars worth of technology from Methodist College. The nursing school recently relocated to a building near Grand Prairie and got some new equipment. They've decided to donate the old technology to District 150. Some of the devices include smart boards, projectors, interactive podiums, and an audio system.
I notified my technology director, and it was like Christmas, in July, and so we're very, very excited.
The district superintendent says these gadgets will be put to use almost immediately. For example, the 4 cameras received today will go to the Camera Club, getting off the ground at Manual Academy.
And WMBD got a behind-the-scenes look today as crews from C-SPAN film in Peoria for a Cities Tour series. We tagged along during the Caterpillar shoot. The crew interviewed CAT's archivist about the history of the company's first and longest-running chairman, C.L. Best. The C-SPAN Cities Tour started in 2011, featuring different cities in the country. This is the first time crews have featured a city in Illinois.
It's been a successful project because you're bringing a lot of entities together, good programming, history, nonfiction.
Once they gather all their footage this week, the crew has another 2.5 weeks to put their pieces together before they head to the next city. Peoria's segment will air throughout the weekend of October 15th and 16th on C-SPAN 2 and 3.
Still ahead, many around baseball wonder if the Cubs plan to trade Kyle Schwarber. Next in sports, Dan Malloy tells us what Joe Maddon thinks about the Cubs as they approach the deadline.